Blog Talk Radio.
What time is it?
WH Radio. We are the best in the world at what we do.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Wrestling Heads Radio. I am Skits, and I am live here with my co-host, the Sinister himself, Oscar. What is going on, man?
What's going on, man? I'm trying to get this postseason baseball thing out of my head right now.
We kind of been gone for a week here on WH Radio.
Yeah.
Now we're back.
We're glad to be back due to our freaking scheduling and all this stuff. Now we got this figured out. So, yeah, let's get this going, man. So, let's talk about what happened last night on Raw, man.
Before we get into Raw, for those that are listening, if you want to keep up with the show, you can follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Heads. You can tweet along with us, or you can call us up at 760-454-1107, or you can tweet me at WHSkits, or you can tweet Oscar at Sinister632. Last night Raw, very interesting show. In my opinion, I wouldn't say it was a terrible show. I think it was okay at its best.
I agree with you. I have to say the same thing. I think it was okay. It wasn't bad, but not the our best. It was good, but it was okay. Still has more question marks than answers.
Yeah, definitely. Raw actually opened up with a WWE Intercontinental title match, and lately the WWE they've been having either The Miz or Dolph Ziggler carry that title, and last night Ziggler basically put his title on the line against The Miz and Cesaro. Definitely good to see Cesaro in that run. For those that do not know how Cesaro got into the mix on SmackDown, he actually won the Battle Royal to get a shot at the IC title, which I'm liking that they're putting the IC title on the line. Basically give that belt some shine. Cesaro actually won the Battle Royal, and later on that night he faced Ziggler, and the finish of the match, basically he got screwed. Cesaro had his hand on the ropes, and Zig got the W. So this is how he got in that triple threat match. Me myself, I'm kind of sick of seeing The Miz and Ziggler in this little feud that they are going on. But what's your thoughts, Oscar?
I think it's pretty cool. It surprised me a little bit when Cesaro got an Intercontinental title shot last week on SmackDown. But what's kind of pissing me off is that, I don't know if you noticed, since Cesaro lost the United States title to Kofi Kingston, he has lost 14 consecutive title matches. So that's kind of getting me like saying, what's going on here? You know, what they're doing with Cesaro, you just put him in title matches and make him lose. So,
if you really want to get into the whole Cesaro conversation, him and Jack Swagger should have been tag team champions when him and Jack Swagger were working together. But we all know how that.
Yeah. But then Ziggler and the Miz thing, I kind of feel you on that one. That was starting to get old now. I mean, how long have they been going at it since, like before SummerSlam? Tomorrow is going to be October. I think it's time for Ziggler to, go feud with somebody else. Possibly, I don't know, maybe a Bray Wyatt, or maybe even, even though he's doing big things right now, Seth Rollins. You know, I want to see the Intercontinental title mean something again. I don't know about a Miz and Dolph Ziggler feud.
I don't know about Seth. I don't know about Seth getting involved with that title. Seth is basically a main eventer, and that's a mid-card title.
Yeah, he is. I know he is, but I mean, I'm just saying to open, get some, something with the Intercontinental, make it mean something again. It's sad to say this, but
would you say
Dolph Ziggler? I was
gonna say,
like I said, I'm just saying, I just want the Intercontinental title to mean something again. Like I don't even know if a Ziggler Cesaro feud will even fix that. Even though I like Cesaro. So I mean, the Intercontinental kind of means something again. You know what's interesting? That I was listening to JR's podcast the other day, and he was mentioning about these titles, like the Intercontinental and U.S. title. He said, why not? If you had nothing for John Cena, like for example, if Brock Lesnar could feud with somebody like a Daniel Bryan or something, and if you had nothing for John Cena, why not give the damn belt to him?
Which John Cena has never carried the IC title.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you got to do something like that, or go after it. Like, even though the guys are main eventers, yeah, why not? And that could start something to resurrect the Intercontinental title. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I said Seth Rollins, but fortunately, I don't think it's going to happen.
Ziggler's not a bad choice. For the IC title, but the right feud is what he needs. And I don't know about putting guys like Seth Rollins in that category, because Seth Rollins has his own storyline going on right now. He basically has the Money in the Bank. Why would he need an IC title? It's not because he needs it. I think the IC title needs him more than he needs the IC title. I don't think the title needs him either. He has the Money in the Bank. Like, he can go ahead and cash that thing in and be the WWE champ.
I know. I think he's the WWE champion, but I'm just saying, like, just for Intercontinental title's sake, it needs to mean something again. Stop giving the title to guys like Miz. Guys
like Bray Wyatt or, a Randy Orton maybe would be probably a better choice than the Miz.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, true.
Speaking of Cesaro, I didn't really get a chance to catch up on main event, but I did read the spoilers. Cesaro basically faced Jack Swagger tonight, and after the W, basically at the ramp, he basically did his taunt and taunted Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger. So my question is, WWE, are you about to give us another feud with those two again?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. I think I said this a few weeks ago. It wouldn't not surprise me those guys get on again after Swagger and Russo feud. Remember I said that? You guys didn't like that idea? You see, that could probably happen. Like I said, after WrestleMania, they really had a chance to have their feud going on because RVD was involved. So you could go back to it and have Cesaro. It's a perfect way to have Cesaro the heel and him and Jack Swagger the freaking babyface representing America, and there you go. But right now, I feel like there's really no meaning to it. It makes sense, but it's not really meaning for a right now for Cesaro and Swagger feud going on. I can't find really a real meaning to it. Only saying that you're bringing up how Cesaro backstabbed Deb and Jack Swagger. So that's all I could see the meaning for it.
Yeah, I don't know. As long as Cesaro is actually going over in that feud. But it would be funny if it was a twist where Zeb Coulter turns his back on Swagger and works for Cesaro. Who knows?
Yeah.
Also, on Monday Night Raw last night, something that I have to bring up, there was a Y Family promo. By the looks of it, most of it was Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. At the end, it did show the full Y Family, and it looked like it was a Luke Harper basically push promo. there's a lot of talk out there that Luke Harper might be going to solo competition. Your thoughts on that?
I don't mind it. Like, I don't think this is gonna hurt Luke Harper if they are planning to do a solo thing for them. I mean, I don't think it's gonna hurt Bray Wyatt at all either. Even though they're planning to have him turn babyface, you know, him by himself as a babyface could work. The problem I have is how this is gonna help Eric Rowan. What's next for him? Like, will this hurt Eric Rowan? You know,
I mean,
I'm say 5
at the end
years
of the day,
he's a forgotten Wyatt family member. You know, that's my question right there. That's one of my concerns. But Luke and Bray could go by themselves all they want. It's just that Eric is the one that I'm a little concerned about. Like, does he need them? That's the only question I have right now. But
I think Eric Rowan.
I
mean, we see Eric Rowan do well and have great solo matches with John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, he could have great matches, but what can you do with him?
The
like,
match
who can you feud with?
Too. That's a big seller too. So they're definitely going to keep Eric Rowan around, and I think he can survive on his own too. They're all great wrestlers. Keep the family together.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it would have been cool either if Luke goes by himself or even have those two guys team up, you know, just keep the tag team division alive. So, like, have them go after the Usos again, or not Usos, or whatever. If the Usos going to win back those tag belts from the Rhodes brothers, I mean, I don't know. We'll see, man. I mean, but it looks of it, Luke Harper is going solo, and interesting to see what's going to happen. And
you know, another thing about Luke Harper, I think this will help the mid card too. You know, it'll be another guy that can actually, you know, wrestle in the mid card and bring some. It'll be interesting. You know what I mean? It'll be somebody new.
Yeah.
Instead of we always see the Miz and Ziggler, we can see some new faces. Plus, don't forget, I'm just throwing it out there. Wade Barrett will be coming back soon to join that mid card. But yeah, Luke Harper would be a definitely a nice add-on. We'll see. Probably next week we'll get another promo. Bo Dallas went one-on-one with Mark Henry and surprisingly beat Mark Henry. But after the fact, Mark Henry just goes off and destroys him in the backstage. When that happened, when Mark Henry lost, I called it and said, yeah, he's turning heel. Because he's lost to Rusev like twice already. And then you come and you lose to Bo Dallas. So I'm definitely loving it. Mark Henry as the heel. Your thoughts?
Okay. I agree about Mark Henry. He is turning heel at some point. I don't think not now. I could see this maybe.
Oh, he's heel. You think that was a heel?
No. I watched main event tonight. He went out with Bo Dallas again, and he got disqualified because he could not control himself. He had him in the corner, and, you know, he didn't want to listen to the referee's 5 count, so there you go.
So you don't think that was heel last night?
No, he's still a babyface. But I think it's leading to a heel turn for Mark Henry. I could see this possibly.
I don't know. I disagree with you.
Big Show.
That was.
Trust me.
You don't just
watch main event. Watch main event tonight. Watch main event. You have the W Network. Watch main event.
I'll watch main event.
I don't think he turned. I don't think he turned heel at all. So
hold on. So you're saying after he lost last night to Bo Dallas and attacks him like that and have, you know, referees and stuff trying to hold him back, that's not something what a heel would do?
Yeah, sort of. But I'm saying that's what I was trying to say. Like, you know, this is going to be a frustration, Mark Henry. Then he's going to go to a point possibly to, you know, backstab the Big Show while he has his match with Rusev going on. So that's where I see this going. So it's like two feuds going on that's linked together between Mark Henry and Bo Dallas and Big Show and Rusev. That's how I see it.
So basically you're saying Bo Dallas is still going to be a heel. I mean, to me, it seems like a double switch, maybe a Bo Dallas face turn.
Nah, he's not turning face.
The guy's over,
I think,
regardless.
Yeah, he is over.
Regardless
but he ain't
regardless
a face yet. He ain't face. I mean, trust me, watch the main event today.
I'm still saying Mark Henry's a heel. If you basically get, disqualified, that's some heel shit. So
yeah,
I read the results. So, but you give me your full thoughts on Mark Henry though.
My full thoughts on Mark Henry, he should just retire already. I mean, he's a guy that I don't know. He's a guy that I don't know why WWE like to set up a lengthy storyline, but he's never healthy enough to stay there. I mean, this is another storyline. It could be a lengthy storyline that leads him to a heel turn, but I'm afraid that he's going to get injured and he's out for a while. So I don't know. I'm just kind of a little done with Mark Henry. I mean, I just thought when he won that world title, that was his last run, and unfortunately not. So I don't know. They had this guy for almost 20 years now, and this guy's been injury prone. So it's sad to say he might make their Hall of Fame one day. So that's my thoughts on Mark Henry, and this is something like I've seen before for Mark Henry. He's going to turn heel and have a monster push down the road. So there you go.
Definitely. Also on Raw, Dean Ambrose. You want to tell us about the Dean Ambrose situation on his segment?
Unfortunately, last week, not on Raw, but Dean Ambrose stole the Money in the Bank briefcase from Seth Rollins, and then basically Raw really opened up with the Authority, and basically Seth Rollins wants his Money in the Bank briefcase back until show Dean Ambrose in the Tintron with his briefcase, Seth Rollins' briefcase, and pretty much telling him to come look for him. So then later on, you had Triple H sending out his new stooges, you can say, which is Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, to look for him. If they can't find them, he'll fire them. So basically, for the past half hour, you can say, with segments and shit, you have Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury asking people backstage, have you seen Dean Ambrose? Anybody seen Dean Ambrose? Now, so Dean Ambrose started walking in the ring, and then he was saying he was in the concession stand the whole time, and he had a bag with shirt stuff, like he wanted to give out. First he was using it for sale, like $1 sale. Then he said, you know what, I'm gonna just give it out for free. So he just started throwing shirts all over the crowd, and then Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury came out and said they want the freaking Money in the Bank briefcase. And then Seth Rollins was right there, and shockingly, you can say that Dean Ambrose was like, okay, I don't want any trouble. I'm gonna take off. So he went to the crowd, backed up a little bit. While Dean Ambrose was backing up, you had Seth Rollins coming towards the ring, and he grabbed his briefcase. And he was opening his briefcase, slime came out all over, and it was all over his face, and basically it was just like a trap. And Dean Ambrose was in the crowd, busting laughing, and Seth Rollins was humiliated, and then there you go.
I would say that's one of the funniest segments I've seen Dean Ambrose do, and the guy's definitely a star. I'm loving every bit.
I didn't follow this guy in his Indies career. never seen him as a face, and he's doing pretty good at it. You know, I'm very surprised. He's doing really well, and it's hard to say. Like 3 years ago, you could say, I can't see this guy as a babyface at all. He's just pure evil, you know, and it's just hard to see him as a babyface until now. He's doing pretty good, and the crowd's over him, and, you know, he's taking advantage from these injuries from Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. That's the second babyface. The crowd's loving what he's doing, and he's doing a good job at it. And I give this dude props. I just always thought that the Shield breaks up, he's going to be this monster heel, and he's doing a pretty good job in the babyface. I've never seen this happen. So, good job. I give him props. And the WWE too.
I want to go ahead and piggyback off that. Even though he's a face, he's still a natural heel inside of him. Like that face,
yeah.
He's like that heel that everybody loves.
Yeah.
He still doesn't follow the rules.
It's just like Austin. Austin.
Yeah, that's
like
what I was about to say.
Break the rules.
He's like an Austin. He's like a Steve Austin. Yeah. The way he cuts his promos is still like what a heel would do. He's just amazing.
Dude, I think he's better than Mike and Austin. I'm already saying it right now. I think he's better than Mike and Austin. Even though Austin, I love Stone Cold's probably my top favorite wrestlers of all time.
Of course,
I
would agree.
He's a better Mike. But anyways, yeah. But anyway,
yeah. Triple H also booked a match for Randy Orton and Kane to go against John Cena and Dean Ambrose later on the night. We'll get to that in a minute. Goldust and Stardust. Probably the funniest, weirdest tag team ever. They got a little small promo in the back with the Cosmic Key.
Yeah, I mean, Stardust remind me of the Riddler from back in those Batman TV shows, when I was watching. He just moves around like the Riddler. Like if you go back and watch him, go on YouTube or go and watch those Nick and Night shows or whatever they have. Go watch one of those old episodes of Batman and watch the episode when the Riddler comes out. He reminds me, his movement and everything was just like the Riddler. I wouldn't have been surprised that if Cody Rhodes come out with a DVD and he mentions that, okay, I stole this idea from the Riddler, it wouldn't have shocked me at all. He comes out and admits that, So it's just that.
Hey, I'm pretty sure a lot of wrestlers take ideas, from stuff that they see. I mean,
yeah.
I'll tell you one thing.
Like Dean Ambrose. Like Dean Ambrose, to me, I don't know, people might not agree with me, but I think he stole some of his mic skills from the Joker's Heath Ledger. He's the Heath Ledger version of the Joker. So, he talks like a psychopath just like the Joker does, too. But going back to Stardust and Goldust, it's just that little segment reminds me of an old Batman episode. Like if the Riddler and the Penguin just join forces. And that's how it reminds me of a 1960 or 70 episode of Batman. But anyways, get you there? Okay, I guess Skitz is having some problems right now. He disappeared for some reason. Yeah, fortunately, I did try to mention about Goldust and Stardust, and what's it called? Goldust and Stardust had another match with the Usos, I believe, and yeah. Hold on for 1 second. I'm kind of a little thrown off for a second. There's a little World Series thing going on, and yeah, and sorry, I'm thrown off for a bit. Okay, let's go back to that. I'm gonna go back to Raw in a bit with those skits where that because he is having little problems going on. I just want to say that Yeah, WWE 2K been very interesting lately, having the NXT talent, and and having Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville, Corey Graves, and them. They are being a part of the game. It's gonna be crazy. And Skip, are you back?
All right, I'm back.
What the hell happened to you, man?
Hey, talk to Blog Talk Radio.
Okay. Everything okay, man?
Shout out to Blog Talk Radio for kicking me off.
We're still on the air, right? So he's making sure you scared the hell out of me. All right. We were talking about Goldust and Stardust.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had another match at Raw, right, with the Usos?
They didn't have a match.
Who the Usos went on against?
The Usos didn't wrestle either. Not that I remember.
I thought they did, no?
No, the Usos didn't wrestle either. There's no tag team match. But yeah. No, Usos didn't wrestle. Not this week.
Right.
But yeah, so they cut a little small promo in the back. Like I was saying, I'm definitely enjoying these two of the tag team. There's some folks out there that do not like it, but hey, what can I say? Who would you like to see as tag team champs right now? Is a question. Well, we don't really have a choice to pick right now. So yeah. But also, let's get to some female talks. Female wrestling. They actually had 3 Divas matches. They had Rosa Mendez. She is terrible. Rosa Mendez, she went against Layla. What can I say about Rosa Mendez? Nothing. We were talking about on Wrestle Chat last night how they bring shit that happened on Total Divas onto Raw and make it as a storyline. Like, hello, you guys taped this already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole Tyson Kidd thing coming, that. And
that was a waste. That was a waste.
Yeah, even on NXT, that's kind of fucking sad because in Total Divas they mentioned that he loves his cats, and I remember in NXT he's like, remember the little thing they had before Takeover, where they had a little thing with Sami Zayn, Tyson Kidd, Adrian Neville, and Tyler Breeze. Remember he wanted to walk out of that little interview they had. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna just go see what's going on with my cats, and I'll be back, and I'll be ready and becoming Tyson Kidd. I'm like, what the hell, Yeah. So yeah, they're doing that, and they're making it Tyson Kidd look like an idiot from his wife because I guess that's kind of how they are in a relationship. Tyson Kidd wanted to marry her in some courtroom and did not like it, and I don't know what the hell. So that's how it all is, And I guess you got to get used to all this,
Yeah. But yeah. Back to this match, really wasn't like something that everybody was like going to sit down and watch, like a Paige AJ type of match. But Rosa Mendez probably needs a little bit more help. Hopefully, the Queen can help her out some more, or maybe she just needs to stick to being a manager. Rosa Mendez. Layla's not that bad. I mean, she probably needs a little bit more work. You remember when before Layla got hurt, like she was actually doing her thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she was doing it, but the one thing I don't like is her pairing with Summer Rae. Like what? Nick Cool 2.0. Like what the fuck here? You've seen this like 5 years ago with her and Michelle McCool.
Oh,
this time.
I never thought about that. I never thought about that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like how somebody actually brought that up. This is like Lake Cool 2.0 right here. And I don't think a lot of people have caught on to that. And if they have, a lot of people aren't mentioning that. That's funny. Also, it was another Divas matchup. Brie Bella came down, and she was going to face whoever Nikki, I guess, chose or whatever. And Nikki chose her two opponents, and it was probably the most terrible Divas on the roster, and that was Cameron.
Karma.
I said Karma. Cameron and Already Everything. Eva. But yeah, so she basically got the W out of that one. Really wasn't a match. It was pretty quick. And Brie starts a yes chant after the win. We were talking about this on Wrestle Chat last night. Do you think Brie is using the yes chat to get herself over?
Nah. I want to say no, but at the same time, keep it going till Daniel Bryan comes back. Or maybe they used it just for to see the WWE match, see what happens if they're gonna still do those yes chants for Daniel Bryan when he comes back. So I think they just want to make sure if everybody still remember. I'm not saying remembers him. Of course, I remember him, but they just want to see if Daniel Bryan comes back, will this yes chant thing still go on? And basically what we saw last night. Well, I don't want to say prove because Chicago is a crazy town. Do it to a smaller city, whatever they're going. Just keep on doing it for a couple shows and see what happens, even to a smaller place. And if this yes chance keeps going, then obviously WWE should use your brains here. That when Daniel Bryan comes back, the yes movement, you could say, is still going to be alive and well. So
since we're talking about Daniel Bryan, I wouldn't mind if Daniel Bryan comes back as a heel.
Why that?
Basically, him blaming the crowd, the fans, and you guys weren't really behind me. It would be interesting.
I don't think now is the time to turn him heel, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, it might work down the road, but I don't think now is the time.
Definitely. Also, there was another Divas match, and that was AJ Lee going against supposedly Paige's new best friend. And listen to this one, people, which I might low-key kind of go in on this one. Alicia Fox. Come on. We don't need Alicia Fox part of this shit. We do not need her, a part of this storyline. Leave Paige and AJ out of that loop with a diva like her.
You know what? I was actually surprised that, they let AJ come out last night because, they're in Chicago. You're, of course, going to get your CM Punk chant going on, and you have AJ come out. I was a little surprised about that. But the pairing team Paige
Hold on. I would say why stop your talent from coming out just because they're going to chant somebody's name that they don't want to hear. Speaking of CM Punk, I forgot to say, as soon as we forgot to mention when the Authority cut their first promo, Stephanie McMahon actually acknowledged the CM Punk chants and said, "Why are you chanting a quitter?" And then she was good at that promo, basically moving it on to what's going on right now in WWE television. She was hell of a great heel. But back to what you said. Who cares if AJ is married to CM Punk? She's a WWE superstar. Why put her off the card because she's married to CM Punk? I don't get that one.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't. But WWE is a different mindset. I just thought that WWE would be worried about those chants. But to be honest with you, we didn't hear that much CM Punk chants to the beginning of the show, and then when AJ comes out. So there was no CM Punk chants all day like they had that one episode of Raw and that pay-per-view show. So, it was not that bad. Maybe the crowd are starting to realize, CM Punk ain't coming back anytime soon. Maybe he will be, but this whole CM Punk chant is starting to get old already, And people are starting to realize that.
Yeah, definitely. Real quickly, let's take a quick break and we'll finish up this Raw talk, and we got some more talk. We'll talk a little bit IWL, and some more wrestling news, maybe some Ring of Honor, some TNA talk, and we're back.
This is Ring of Honor superstar Nigel McGuinness, and you are listening to Wrestling Heads Radio Show. So stay tuned, you wankers.
Four Corners Radio is the home for the best professional wrestling and independent wrestling. Discussions and coverage. Billy, Ant, Martin, and Sam bring you three of the best podcasts every week. The Four Corners Raw Roundtable, the Indie Project, and the Saturday Freestyle. Along with the podcast, FourCornersWrestling.com is designed with all wrestling fans in mind. Feature articles, videos, the weekly shows, and much more. Four Corners and Wrestling Heads are teaming up to bring you wrestling's next revolution. Are you ready? Welcome back to WH Radio. I'm Skits, and I'm here with Sinister Oscar. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a part of the show, again, call us 760-454-1107, or just tweet us at Wrestling Heads, or tweet me at WH Skits, or tweet Oscar at Sinister632. Yes, I know your Twitter by her now.
Yeah, finally.
To finish up Raw, at the end of Raw, basically, there was no winner, if you want to count disqualification. So by disqualification, Dean Ambrose and John Cena won because Seth Rollins with the run-in, which we saw coming because he was not part of the match. And after, Dean Ambrose just went ham on Seth Rollins. And, Cena basically moved him out the way, and he wanted to go ham, and they were just going back and forth. To then Dean Ambrose just threw Cena out the ring. So for those that are watching SmackDown this week, those two have been added on the card. So make sure you watch some SmackDown this week. It's be interesting if you have Dean Ambrose and John Cena both on the card. And I also believe the Authority and Seth Rollins will be there.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing, it's going to lead up to the Hell in a Cell or something, It's going to be interesting with Dean Ambrose and John Cena looking a little program together, even though they're not going against each other. Or maybe it'll lead to them going against each other. Who knows? But I'm loving what they're doing with Dean Ambrose. And of course, Tom should be happy that, John Cena's out of the title picture. This is leading out of the title picture. But, yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that are happy. So,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
But there's the word is right now on different social medias that not social media, but dirt sheets that Dean Ambrose and John Cena will wrestle at a Raw going into Hell in a Cell, and the winner faces Seth Rollins in the Hell in a Cell. So that's the word right now.
I read that too, but if they're going to go that way, I think it's kind of dumb. And what's more dumb is that, okay, whoever loses is going to wrestle Randy Orton. I'm like,
I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so I'm like, if this is true, then damn, they're fucking, wow. That's some bad ideas there, I think if anything, if that's going to be the case, you better have Dean Ambrose beat John Cena, because if Dean Ambrose in Hell in a Cell match will be, Dean Ambrose in a Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell match will be awesome.
Yeah, I would say like this. It would be retarded if WWE just kills a storyline and has Cena go over. That'll be the most retarded thing in a long time. I want to go ahead and get to this real quick. The WWE, they put their apologies out on
on the Big Show, basically taking down the flag of Russia in the middle of a promo with Rusev. Your thoughts on that? Because if you look back in the Attitude Era, Shawn Michaels had the Canadian flag in his nose, and he humped on it once. Also, if you look back, there was a Canadian stable called Un-Americans, and they had the American flag backwards. A lot of stuff has happened, in the WWE with, countries or involving countries. Your thoughts on the WWE? Do you think they did the right thing?
Apologizing, yes. I mean, to me, I feel like we live in a different world than we live in back in the time that Attitude Era was on. Hell, I don't know if you remember, Sergeant Slaughter burned the American flag. I don't even remember that.
Yep, I do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We just live in a different time now that, it not just wrestling, but other genres like music and all that, it's just that it just seems like this world calmed down from stuff there. People were talking shit from the 90s and early 2000s, like, oh, it's not, in their music that you could kill cops, it's okay, You don't hear that today. You don't hear these kind of situations anymore. So in wrestling, you don't see violence. Like, I remember when we had B-Boy on, the whole deathmatch thing is pretty much dead. The hardcore scene is pretty much dead. And when you see WWE messing around with other countries' flags, like the whole Chris Jericho Brazil thing, and now you got this going on, I mean, it's just maybe because, how America's been living with wars going around since the 9/11 tragedy and all this. It's just that, it's just kind of like, how can I say this? It's just like, maybe what we live in today is not the right time to mess around with other countries. And, it can even go back to the, what's his name, Muhammad Hassan situation, He could have been a big star, but the problem is he did one storyline or one segment involving guys with ski masks attacking The Undertaker and choking him out. That put Hassan's career to the toilet. So, I don't know. If WWE got to really think twice when they do shit like this, like messing with other people's countries. And, they always do it somehow. They do it in the wrong time. I even go back to the whole, I want to say, was Del Rio? There was a time where, it was not WWE. It was TNA, actually, when they had the Mexican-American stable. That was a bad time doing it because Mexico was, one point, was a very, you can say, people didn't want to tour there anymore because of the robberies that have been happening out there back in 2007 or 8. So, wrestling-wise, pretty much, they got to be careful what they're doing and think twice what they're doing and before they get themselves in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you're saying, Oscar.
Yeah.
But yeah, some more things I just want to throw out there before we get into some IWL talk and Santino's and a little Ring of Honor and TNA. Bully Ray. I don't know if you saw he called out John Cena for ripping him off. he called him off for ripping him off with the hustle, loyalty, respect, basically with the 3D sign. Funny on that. I want to say he was kidding.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. He was messing around. We won't see a Bully Ray John Cena match anytime soon.
Just throwing it out. I think you said it when I actually dropped. I think you mentioned about Sami Zayn and Neville going over in dark matches, right?
No, I actually mentioned that they're going to be in the video game.
Okay, that's what you were talking about.
Corey Graves as well.
Speaking of those, Okay, go ahead. I'm down to talk about some WWE 2K.
Yeah. Today I think I saw like it showed the features of the career mode, how the NXT guy people are involved. You know,
I saw that. That looks sweet, dude. That looks fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Bro, Bill DeMott's actually training you. That's fucking sweet, bro. Like, it's more realistic this year. 2K period is doing such a great job, and not just with the WWE game, but with the NBA 2K game was probably like their top 2K game, I would say.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty. I give props. I mean, I think this is the first time the 2K actually really worked on doing this WWE game. You know, I
don't know if you knew last year 2K's name was just on the front. They didn't really do so much job. That was still THQ.
Yeah. It's almost THQ. Yeah, but I'm saying this is the first game that actually put more work into it, and you know, look what it turned out. It looks pretty good. You know, it make it more realistic. And you know what's bothering me though? Why every year people keep bringing up, oh, bring back the GM mode. Bring back the GM mode. Why?
GM mode sucks. That shit sucks.
Yeah, they always want. People say they want to bring back the GM mode. Why bring it up? It was cool, but I mean, now today, what's the point? You know, you know, it was cool back in the day when you could go against somebody and you get a roster and you know,
your
roster. It was pretty cool back then, but today, who cares? You know.
Let me ask you a question, real quick, because we're on the subject. First thing you're gonna do. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get the game?
I'm gonna create you. I'm gonna create Tom. I'm gonna start a wrestling head stable on WA2K15.
This guy.
I'll create Bruce as well. I'll make him wear that suit he wears. You know, like remember that suit he wore in one of the CWG
so
shows?
You're gonna make him be. So basically, you're saying that you're gonna make him our manager.
Maybe, or I make him wrestle with a suit on, like what's his name, Maxwell Chicago, you know, something like that, or maybe John Laurinaitis.
Funny.
Yeah.
First thing I'm gonna do, I definitely gotta get on that career mode, universe mode is gonna be the other one I'll be on. I'm just excited for this game, and I think they did the right thing by pushing it back to work on it more.
Yeah, you know what? Let me ask you, when I create you, what would be your finisher move?
I actually like Seth Rollins' move, but I don't want to steal actually wrestlers' move. If they have create finisher, I'm about to create my own finisher.
All right. I get you. I feel you on that.
All right. But yeah. Definitely looking out for
Tom would be easy. Tom, make him come out to Bo Dallas entrance with a smile on his face. That would be so easy.
Wow.
But anyways.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying, Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville basically got some W's and some dark matches. So the WWE is definitely showing off these guys, so the fans will not be like, "Oh, who the hell is this?" If they don't watch NXT. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing their thing right now. Probably a year from now, they'll be in the main roster, both of them. So we'll see what happens.
Right now, since they're traveling with the guys, you never know. They could be probably a part of the roster anytime soon. Because they're basically traveling with them. And
basically I was saying by now, from 1 year from now, they'll probably be they'll pretty much will be in the roster. While guys like Kevin Steen and Hideo Tommy and Finn Balor take over the NXT roster.
That's what I used to call him, David. It's gonna take me a while to get used to it.
Finn Balor. If you're used to calling Daniel Bryan instead of Bryan Danielson, you gotta get used to saying Finn Balor.
Yeah, it did take me a while to call Sami Zayn after I get used to it. Just give me just wait till these guys get on TV so we actually can see these guys on NXT. Let's go ahead and move on real quick. IWL.
Man.
We went to IWL this past weekend. It's a pretty good event. I thought so.
You know what? Before you talked about IWL, I want to say to any listeners that ordered the pay-per-view, you know, I feel your pain. I believe you guys had extreme issues. I believe the internet building, whatever, that was not getting internet, or something like that. So, I mean, it sucked, but I wish you guys witnessed what we witnessed this past Sunday. You know, we witnessed 2 cage matches, you know, and a lot of local talent around our area, you know, like guys like Jacob Diaz and his tag team partner, you know, Mixtape Kings, you know, they went out against the Black Parade, which is Eli, Airfly, and Pinky. That was an awesome match. I really enjoyed it. I mean, maybe you should, if you want to share your thoughts of that match. I mean, I really enjoyed that match. When I saw those guys come out, like, holy shit, kid, you gotta watch it out for this one.
Yeah, that was a good tag team match. From 4 great competitors out here in the SoCal area. This tag team with Pinky and Eli Everfly is very interesting. Looking forward to see what the Black Parade is going to bring to IWL.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind, like, if in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, if they bring Pinky back, he hasn't been there as of late. If him and Eli could team up, coming at that music together, that would have been freaking awesome. You know, if they ever do that. So, yeah, that's just throwing it out there.
Yeah. What else matches we had? We had Joey Ryan versus Peter Avalon. We have a new IWL Anarchy champion, which is Peter Avalon. That was a pretty good match.
Yeah, it was. I mean, usually that belt is like almost like the hardcore belt. If anything goes, but Joey Ryan, you know, want to do that. He wants to wrestle the gentleman way, you can say. But, you know, unfortunately he lost it to Peter Avalon. And I
want to say it again. Like I said last night on Wrestle Chat, no grown man should be taking Joey Ryan's sucker and put it in the Roth.
No, fuck that shit. Nah.
Alvarez.
Before you move on, hold on a second. If Joey Ryan ever does that shit to me, I will grab the lollipop and throw it. I swear to God,
I will flick him off. I will flick the son of a bitch off. Let's just keep it 100. Yeah, next match. Alvarez. He was supposed to face Famous B, but he ended up going against Leo Blaze, which ended up being a pretty cool match. Alvarez is hell of a heel over there.
Yeah, Seville Alvarez is a fucking heel. He's a fucking asshole. I've seen these guys in shows all over the freaking place. First of all, he's perfect to hate on. I don't know what it is. I don't want to think because he's Puerto Rican and he comes out these shows and mention it and then he talks shit too. I'm like, fuck. You know?
Funny story.
Yeah.
Funny story. Dude left me a friend request today.
Really? Seville Alvarez sent you a friend request?
Yes.
Maybe because he wants to be on WH Radio. He wants to be on WH Radio, that's why.
We'll bring him on. Hey.
Yeah, but like I said, Seville Alvarez, I've seen this guy all over the place. I've seen him in Santino's. I saw him in that hardcore promotion out here called UEW. I've seen him here, and I saw him wrestle against Human Tornado there. It was a pretty cool match. And I tell you the truth, I have never seen this dude lose before. Even though I heard he lost a match with Hudson Envy about a year ago in Santino's, but every time I seen him, I never seen this dude lose. He wins and he talks shit. He fucking like he'll attack you like when the opponent comes in, he attacks you from behind out of nowhere. I remember when when we went to UEW the last time I went, he came to the crowd and attacked his opponent. You know, he does some like fucked up shit that makes you hate him. You know, he's a great heel, and all you listeners want to check him out, go for it. Type in the name Seville Alvarez, or Seville the Thrill Alvarez. Watch a match with him. He's going to be talking a lot of shit. And, yeah, he's almost like a Puerto Rican version of Mayweather. He talks a lot of shit, but he backs it up, you know? That's how it is. So
hey,
check him out.
I don't know. I'm not sure if IWL has it. I don't think they do. They should have like a cruiserweight type of title. He probably would.
Yeah, they should. They should, but it's not gonna happen. They should, but I don't think it will happen.
Simon Lotto. He actually was he actually was going against Joseph Knox, and in the middle of that match, Eric Cross comes down, cuts a little promo, and he basically attacks Lotto.
Yeah, Eric Cross. Man, I'm more familiar from in Championship Wrestling Hollywood, but man, that guy lost a lot of fucking weight. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck did he do to himself? It's been a while since I've seen him. I think the last time I saw him was the beginning of the year. He was still kind of fat, and now he lost a lot of weight. I don't know what the hell he did, or probably joined some kind of program. But anyways, yeah, Eric Cross he's great in the mic. He's really good in the mic, I'll tell you that. And he came out because I'm not really that familiar with IWL. Like, he showed up his history. He's been a 5-time IWL champion, so he comes out and talks shit to a younger dude who was at the time the champ, the up-and-comer champ. They have a belt called the up-and-comer champ for, I guess, for the new talent around.
The breakout title, right?
Oh, breakout title, yeah, whatever, the breakout title, yeah. It's for the newer talent, you can say. And yeah, basically he came out and all this shit just ran his mouth. And unfortunately, Lalo is the one that lost the title, right?
Yeah, he lost the title, so Joseph Knox is the new champ.
So basically, this title is like, I guess it's like, you know, just keep a look at this talent. So that's basically what it is. So yeah, just keep a look at these talents.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I really wasn't familiar with both guys, but let's go ahead and move on. More IWL matches. You had Eric Watts going against Justin Reich.
Yeah, Justin Reich, yeah.
For number one contender for the Anarchy title, which is the title where Peter Avalon has now. Eric Watts, not such a big fan, I'm going to be honest with you. But this match really wasn't one of those matches that I was really kind of attention. It was an okay match. At the end of the day, your winner is Reich. So he's in a more contender, and I guess he'll be facing Peter Avalon. So
yeah, I've been familiar with Justin Reich. Eric Watts, of course, yeah, Tough Enough, and Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I think I even yelled out and said, "You ain't tough enough."
You did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Eric Watts either, and they made him like a monster that place. I even heard he won the IWF title before. So yeah, Justin Reich, he seemed like one crazy bad motherfucker, and he's gonna have a match with Peter Avalon down the road. Maybe we could talk about future IWL shows and a little bit later.
Che Cabrera, this guy. I think we've been putting him over a lot here on WH Radio.
Yeah.
Also, Joey Ryan put him over. A couple more other wrestlers put him over. The guy's the fucking real deal.
And one thing you forgot to mention about Che Cabrera, for $9.99, you can watch him on the WWE Network. Just go on SummerSlam and you'll see him during the match between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
You fucking would.
I want to say at AWS this past Saturday, I think Josh tried to chant a $9.99 chant to him when he came out.
He fucking would. Jack Cabrera went one-on-one with Steven Andrews. Basically, this was a match that was on Jack Cabrera's side. Jack Cabrera definitely got the win in this match. Andrews was getting fucking chopped like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And Cabrera got the win. I'm hoping to see IWO do something big with this guy because Cabrera, he's not a guy you just want to just have facing guys like Steven Andrews. No offense to the guy.
Yeah. Che Cabrera is probably one of the best talent in SoCal. I mean, not only in IWO, but Santino's, next Santino show they're having on the 10th, he's going to be in a tag match with him and his little manager he has, Chaz,
which we'll
going
get into
against
in a bit.
P.P. Ray. Yeah, in a bit. And not only that, in AWS next month, he's going to be involved with Willie Mack's last match in AWS.
That's a big deal.
In SoCal, yeah. So keep an eye on this guy. I mean, yeah, he'd probably be everywhere down the road, so keep an eye on this guy.
Definitely. The best tag team in the world, Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks, they went one-on-one against Monster Mafia. And Monster Mafia is a hell of a fucking team, too. Probably definitely top fucking, I don't know. They're definitely top fucking 20 in tag teams in professional wrestling right now. You know, you got Josh Alexander, who's definitely a great wrestler, solo-wise, and you got Ethan Page, who's a great wrestler solo-wise, and they're great together. Hell of a match, 2 out of 3 falls, still cage match. First fall was a regular tag team match, and right off the bat, super kick to fucking Josh Alexander, and he fell down and basically hit the cage and basically got busted open. It kind of sucks because I'm pretty sure he was not looking forward to that.
Yeah. Before I talk about that match, I was going to say shout out to Sue Young for retweeting us. She's probably listening right now. And
shout out to IWL for the retweet.
Yeah, even IWL, Vic Luna's probably in charge of the account, so shout out to them too. It's like not even a minute. Freaking Josh Alexander was already busted open, you know. And you know what's stupid though? Someone in the crowd was chanting Scott Steiner, like, dude, that's Rick Steiner with the fucking earmuffs or whatever the hell that is, what you call it. But it was interesting. It was a great start to it. You know, you had to start off like that because about a year ago, Monster Mafia beat the Bucks for those tag team belts, and you have to make it look personal, and that's what they did, you know. And that's a great job for all these guys. And probably whoever came up, maybe guys from IW got this idea, you know, and it was a great start. But the Mafia got the first fall all because basically they were they didn't want to let Nick in the cage, and they had Matt in the cage. Basically, it was like a handicap match in the cage while Nick tried to get in. Oh, and there's a couple of times Nick almost fell on me, like, fuck. You know, I had to move out the way because he was climbing the cage.
Yeah.
Push him out, like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
I landed on me, dude.
yeah, Nick definitely was in our area where we were sitting a lot, but you know, it's all good. It's Nick. It's fucking Nick Jackson. He can follow me anytime. No homo.
And he loves your selfies, by the way.
Oh yeah, definitely saw. Shout out to the Bucks. But yeah, second fall was a tornado rules type of match, and that was a fast paced type of match with those four.
Yep.
The only thing that I'm kind of upset with, you know, I really wanted to see this match a little longer. But I'm just going to say the Bucks got that fall. They basically kept up, you know, with the Bucks because, you know, the Bucks are so fast guys. And Ethan Page and Josh Alexander are two great athletes also. We also... Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Funny that you mentioned about you want the match longer. Look, I don't blame them at all. You know, it got delayed. The show got delayed due to the fact that, they had issues with the iPay-per-view, and they tried to fix it, but it didn't work out. So, the show started late than scheduled, but, it is what it is. It could have went longer, but, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. And the last fall, what was the rule again? I just forgot.
I forgot too, but we know what happened in the end, pretty much.
Yeah. At the end, basically we have new IWL tag champs. It is the Young Bucks. So the Bucks, it looks like we'll see them at IWL a little bit more often. And hopefully we see Monster Mafia again.
Yeah. I mean, it was obvious that the Bucks were going to walk out champs. I doubt they'll be bringing Monster Mafia in more often, but who knows? Maybe we'll see them in PWG, because I see some people that does some work with PWG in the building, so who knows? Maybe they probably...
Hey, what about the tweets? I don't know if you saw the tweets. Basically, you had Nick and Matt basically putting them over on Twitter, and you had fans asking, any word on them, any word on getting them to PWG, and Matt Jackson replied, working on it. So you got to remember, the Bucks.
DDT4 is happening, buddy. That's kind of saying it's happening. DDT4.
Let's hope.
You know what? I hope Matt is listening to this, but something's telling me Matt goes to DDT4, the Mafia will follow. So that's how it is. I remember we mentioned that.
No, not that Matt. I'm talking about Matt Jackson.
No, but I'm talking about Matt Grant. Remember how we were mentioning that it's funny that if Matt does come to DDT4, the Mafia is going to follow him. So that's what's going to happen. So let's just have this, I don't want to say a jinx, but a reverse jinx happen, or like in a good way. Let's have Matt get his ass over here, and then the Mafia will happen. Will happen, in PWG. It's going to happen, so we need that.
Oh, definitely. So, yeah, that's what happened. The Bucks are new IWL champs. Main event. You want to go ahead and get into that one?
Yes, the main event was another cage match. This time was a triple threat match. You have Johnny Suave, you can say, the former IWL champ, and Eric Cross against Ray Rosas, the IWL champion. And it was a triple threat match pretty much. And then basically Eric Cross was trying to do the bitch move, didn't want to get in the ring and have Suave and Ray get at it. But instead of that, they just teamed up to go after Cross. And it was, you can say it was like a brutal match. But then the ending, this was not the ending, but this is probably the ending for Eric Cross. But they brought a table in the ring. They saw some liquid, or you can say some gasoline, you can say, and they lit the table on fire. And then Ray Rosas grabbed Eric Cross. He did what's it called? Fireman carry. He threw Eric Cross to the flaming table, and the flame was on Eric Cross's back, and he was burned in the back, and they took him to the back, and he was out of the match.
Yeah, they definitely got water, inside the ring.
Yeah, water, and they got the fire extinguisher now to take the fire out, and that's what
oh my
happened.
God!
I know you're watching the game too. I'm watching it too. This game is
sorry,
never going to end. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry for the oh my God. It is Major League Baseball playoffs, and I am watching it at the same time. Wow. What just happened?
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy shit going on. But anyways, damn Ace players, they had to collide. But anyways, Eric Cross went to the back. He was burned in the back, and his back, you can say, and he was out of the match. And you had Suave and Ray Rosas going at it, and Ray Rosas retained the IWL champion. And then after the match, he trying to shake Suave's hand. Suave just pretty much backed him and turned heel and explained his action, why it would happen, and why he turned heel. And he blamed the crowd because people were chanting for Rosas to win the title last year's New Era, and then that's what happened. So that's pretty much the end of the show right there.
Let's not forget Lotto got involved in the match because Cross was going to...
Yeah, Lotto did get involved in that match, and that's what happened. That's pretty much kind of, you could say, set up with the fire on the table. So, yeah. But Skits, during, you can see right in the end of the show, you can see there's a lot of, maybe you can see there's a lot of, you can see drama in the end, you know what I'm saying? Between the whole, Eric Cross situation, flaming table. I saw a police officer came to the promoter, Rick Luna, and he was bitching at him pretty much because of the fire thing, and you can see it's pretty much, I don't want to say a little disturbing to see, but it didn't go right, and Luna got bitched at. And the funny part is that we're passing out flyers of the next IWO show was supposed to go on November 16th, but
which I have right here, and I was going to mention.
Yeah, but the way it looks like, it might not happen in that same venue. So, yeah.
Well, let's hope the Mad Reaction is the name of the show. Hopefully that still goes on. Of course, we'll be there no matter where the venue is going to be. So. Yeah.
You know what? Hopefully this does not hurt IWO at all. I mean, it's been 1 year they've been out, and something like this happened, and I just want to say that these guys got to be careful what they're doing. Like, I heard stories, like example, like Chris Cadillac and Justin Wright got in a real life fight in the ring and all this stuff. I mean, they gotta be careful what they're doing. And if they're planning to do stuff like setting a table on fire, have someone go through it, you gotta ask the building, what are you allowed to do this? Are you okay? Because for you, I get fish checked, because it seems like that venue don't mind wrestling. Coincidental does shows in that building, and I guess they loved having wrestling shows, but IWO was doing shows there, and I guess they didn't mind it, but stuff like this happened,
Let's just pray.
You gotta be careful what you're doing.
Yeah, let's just pray everything's going to be all right, and we see some more IWO in November.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I'd love to go to another show again.
Yeah, definitely. Another show folks might want to look into if you're in the SoCal area. It's a Lucha Libre show. It's called, the promotion's called AOW. If you want to look up information, then we go to
what's the name of the promotion?
AOW. Remember the guy?
Also Omega Wrestling, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
AOW wrestling.com. Make sure you check them out. You got Richie Sly going against Blake Grayson as the main event. Full bar, mixed drinks, beer specials all night. Adults are $15, and you got kids 12. Kids under 5 are free. So it's October 3rd, 2014. That's a Friday. I'll be at Dodger Stadium watching the playoffs. But go check them out. Show some support to SoCal Professional Wrestling. You got guys like Eric Watts is going to be on the card. You got LTP on the card. Rudy. Hudson Envy does some work with them too, so go check it out, people.
Yeah, Hudson Envy does work with them, and they do shows. They basically do shows like outside the LA area, like in you can see the Valley area. So yeah, check these guys out, and yeah, enjoy the show. You know,
definitely. Santino Bros.
Man,
Willie Mack's farewell show at Santino's. It's going to be a big deal if you're a big SoCal fan. So Willie Mack will be doing his farewell performance. Not sure who he's going to wrestle yet. So look into that. You'll also you got Eli Everfly going against Joe Diaz.
Yeah, Jacob Joe Diaz. Yeah, that guy's a fucking awesome. He was part of that tag team you mentioned earlier in IWM King's Tape.
Yeah, shout out to Diaz, by the way. Cool dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's great in the ring. He's really great in the ring. And
honestly, you know what? I was going to say I like him better as a solo wrestler.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. That's just me, but...
Yeah, but we just saw, you know, those two guys in the tag match go at it just now. Now we're going to, in this Santino show, they're going to have those guys get on a single match. That's going to be very interesting. So it's going to be a great match between those two.
Yeah. PP Ray will be in action. They'll face Chad Cabrera and Ches. Yeah. So look out for that one.
Yeah, if you're going to go on the show, just be careful when you say, if you're going to call him Jameson, he will get mad. Basically, if you're listening, you don't know what I'm talking about. Chaz is like basically a nerdy dude. So when you go to the shows and you call him Jameson, he gets mad. If you know who Jameson was, it was that nerdy guy who used to walk around with the bushwhackers back in the day in the WWE. Yeah. So yeah, there's a couple of times I called him Jameson. He said something back, or it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you!" Or, you know, like with a nerd voice. So that's basically who he is. He's like a nerdy dude.
Yeah, definitely. You also got Robbie Phoenix, the Santino Bros champ, in the house. You got Famous B there. He's gonna be there. Also, don't forget, we also have submission champion Tyler Bateman. He will respond to Eli Everfly and his actions, which I need to get on some Santino Bros because I don't know what's going on, but I know Eli Everfly and Tyler Bateman are two guys in SoCal that I really enjoy watching.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of Tyler Bateman, I'm pretty upset he didn't make the indie rankings. He went 3-0 this past week. But who will be on WH Radio this Thursday? She made it at number 9, Ruby Ray.
Yes. Shout out to her. And I actually got to see her wrestle this past Saturday at AWS. Yeah, shout out to her. She deserved it. She won that Luna Vachon tournament theme, the same trophy that Hudson Emmy won last year. I remember she was on the show mentioning about it. And now that Ray's won it, hopefully she gets a lot of success, just like Hudson Envy down the road. So shout out to her, and just can't wait to talk to her when we have her on Thursday.
You know, it was dope because I don't know. I actually was talking to Oscar, and I was like, we got to get more SoCal guys on the Indie Power Rankings because the Indie Power Rankings is a big deal. A lot of people basically they look at the Indie Power Rankings and they see people's names and they start watching them. And I just want to get some folks that are, you know, from SoCal, out of SoCal to like start watching the guys in SoCal. You know, like like I don't know if you saw on Twitter the other day, Billy from 4CR, he tweeted, "I'm watching Temperature from Hollywood. Some guy named Eli Everfly, and he said he didn't catch the other guy's name. He said they're having a hell of a match, and I told him Eli Everfly is the fucking future. Love Eli, by the way.
Yeah, you know what's tight about Championship Wrestling Hollywood? It's being shown national now that Matt TV is on Matt TV now. So you don't over here in LA we can watch it on Matt TV or on this local channel we have here called KDOC. So there's two ways we can watch it here. But guys like outside the LA area, you can watch it from Matt TV. If you have Direct TV, if you have Matt TV, look for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and check it out yourself. There's some talent. There's guys like Joey Ryan, Willie Mack, which he might not be there too long, so you can check it out as soon as you can. Guys, we're talking about Tyler Bateman's in that. Eli Everett.
Che Cabrera. You got.
And you know what?
You got Los Bandinos. Ryan Taylor.
No. Actually, no. Not Los Bandinos. Tito Escandino's there. Rico's not in there anymore. But there's a stable called Vermin. You guys got to check out. Hell, their tag team division is actually doing pretty good right now. Like Footloose. Drew Gulak and Timothy Thatcher have been showing up there as of late. It's part of a tournament. So, and you got Che Cabrera's group, the Revolution's there too. And, yeah, I mean,
Peter Avalon's there, Ray Rosas.
Yeah,
he should be making a return soon.
Yeah. Championship Wrestling is doing good. It's just that one thing, my opinion, they need to do is fix that world title situation. I'm not a big fan of the hobo, but yeah, they gotta fix that up. So, yeah. Yeah,
I would agree with that too. Don't forget the Rockless Monsters. They're also part of.
Yeah, they're part. Yeah, Rockless Monsters. If you guys watch PWG, I'm pretty sure you know who they are, and they're part of that stable, Vermin. So Vermin's a good stable, and you guys gotta check these guys out.
Definitely. Also, so be sure to check out Santino Bros. That's going to be October 10th. Remember, it's Willie Mack's farewell show.
Oh, and also, you forgot to mention about that show. Ray's our guest on Thursday. He's going to have a match with that guy we were talking about earlier, Seville Alvarez. That's going to be very interesting because Ray, she's a chick that I admit she can probably kick my fucking ass. And Seville Alvarez, he's a fucking shit talker, like I said earlier. And, that's going to be very interesting. I just got to see what's going to happen. If Ray's going to come out, is he going to fucking come out of nowhere and beat her ass, or what the fuck he's going to do? And the Kansas City Royals just won. Get you still there? Okay, gets goddamn playoff game, and yeah, that's what happened. Congratulations to the Kansas City Royals. It's probably been 29 miserable years, and you guys won a playoff game. So congratulations to you guys. And yeah, but anyways, yeah, guys, just check out the SoCal talents up in here, and it's gonna be very interesting to see what these guys do down the road. I kind of feel like WWE is probably looking at talent in the SoCal area, so better keep an eye on that. And just check that out. And I guess you can want to say shout out to Blog Talk Radio for cutting skits off for some weird reason. And also, there's one thing I want to mention at AWS. I actually won free tickets for their next show, and I'm sitting in front row. So hopefully skits can make it, because I know this is going to be Willie Mack's last appearance there. And I know Willie Mack's going to be there, former WWE star. You guys remember him as Kazarni, if you guys remember him. He's going to be there as well. Brian Cage is going to be there as well. He's going to be part of a four-way match will be Willie Mack's last match in that promotion. He's going to go against Brian Cage. It's going to be Brian Cage, Willie Mack, Che Cabrera, and there's one more person I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Right now, Skits is stuck right now. Skits is trying to get back on. Hopefully we'll get him back on soon. And, yeah. I guess I'll just talk for a bit right now. TNA. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I want to spoil their Bound For Glory thing, but match is already out there. Don't want to. Maybe I should not want to spoil it yet, but TNA has. Hopefully, they get some. You can say to now in Bound For Glory they'll do it improve. But I can say this: there's talks around that they might have a new deal going on, possibly with WGN, which was the company that used to run Superstars. See what happens. I don't know if that would help them at all. It's basically a Chicago station, and to see what happens with TNA going down the road, and see what happens, and hopefully this will help out TNA. I mean, I feel like TNA is the second. Maybe even people will say it's Ring of Honor. It's Ring of Honor. You know, I still think that'd be TNA, because if Ring of Honor was the second, to me, in my opinion, if Ring of Honor was the second best company, guys like Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly will not be in PWG often as they are right now. That's my opinion. I still say it's TNA, even though Ring of Honor is the better product, but TNA is the best. And yeah, Kiss is gonna call down Blog Talk, see what's going on here, and hopefully he will get back to us pretty soon. And just hear me talk for right now. Just hear me talk. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to TNA right now. There's some likes I like about TNA. There's some dislikes I don't like about TNA right now. The ones I can put my thumbs up, you can say, it's like I like the whole Havoc Gail Kim feud that's going on right now. I mean, the perfect person to have Havoc feud with from her debut, it's got to be Gail Kim. Gail Kim is it's one tough chick, you can say. Gail Kim could go out against any female chick pretty much, and what's the perfect opponent? Havoc will be Gail Kim. And Skits, you there?
Yeah. Fucking Blog Talk Radio's ass. It's crazy because I couldn't see the switchboard, and now since I'm back, we actually have a caller. Like, I couldn't do nothing. Like, I couldn't even mute you or nothing. Blog Talk Radio, get your shit together, please. But we have Matt Grant joining us. What's going on, Matt?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, Matt?
As Brian Cage would say, get your shit in. Blog Talk Radio needs to get their shit in.
Hey, I hear you.
Hey, you know what, Matt? We were just mentioning about you earlier, Matt, about I think you should come to PWG DDT4, because someone's telling me you get your ticket, you buy your flight, the fucking Monster Mafia will follow you.
Oh, it's happening, man. It's happening. I hear you about Blog Talk Radio trying to get their shit in, man. Fucking, they put some crazy shit at the beginning of my Eddie Kingston interview earlier today about podcast day. Like, fuck out of here.
Haha. Damn.
Whatever. What are you guys up to?
Before I had lost connection, we were actually talking about Ruby Reyes. We were talking about also talking about how Willie Mack he's having his farewell Santino show on October 10th.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. It's one of his final shows. Is that actually his last show before he gets signed?
I think he has a match with Chad Cabrera, who I've been pushing to you.
Actually, it's a 4-way match at AWS. This is his last match. It's going against Willie, Chad Cabrera, Cholo, and Brian Cage. That's his last match at AWS.
Cage coming back to AWS. Love it.
Yeah.
Pretty badass.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
What date
that's
is
this
it?
last October 25th. It's on a Saturday night.
Wow. It seems like they're waiting quite a while for Willie, especially after he delivered his PWG speech, too. Seems a little weird.
So hopefully, Skids, you can make it. Let's see if the Dodgers make the World Series. Because at the time, that could happen. So if you can make it, you can make it. So I think it depends how the Dodgers do in the postseason.
Shout out to Joey Ryan for tweeting himself. But let's go and move on.
What did Joey Ryan do?
He just tweeted himself.
Really?
Yikes.
Okay.
All right, let's go and move on. What were you talking about when I had lost connect?
I just wanted to throw out there, have you guys talked about the FWE shows this weekend at all?
No, we have not. I heard about it, though.
We'll get to that as soon as we talk about TNA real quick. We just want to throw out the update.
I didn't want to spoil the Bound for Glory if you wanted to, but if you want to, go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. TNA, basically, one thing that I actually talked about last night, Ross, there's a lot of guys that are not on this TNA Bound for Glory card that should be, and one of those people is Austin Aries. There's been talks about, him leaving TNA. We don't know what's going on with that. But we do have Samoa Joe who's on the card. You got Team 3D going against Abyss and Tommy Dreamer. Havoc going against Velvet Sky, Ethan Carter. The third question, has he lost yet?
I think he has not get pinned. He only got disqualified and all that shit and lost tag matches, but not getting pinned yet or submit.
Yeah. But let me ask you guys a question. How you guys feel about this card? I'm pretty sure, Matt, we talked about it yesterday, but Oscar, what are your thoughts?
Great to see Kaz Hayashi again. It's been a while since I've seen that dude around. I think that's pretty cool to see some Japanese talent get in. Madnik has a match going on. We were there last year's Bound for Glory skit, so hopefully it'll be a better attendance than when we went last year. Remember that skit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's just see what it's gonna be something great. I don't know if I want to say it's better than last year's because you had AJ Styles, you had the Bad Influence there. At the time, it was called their name Bad Influence. So
let me go back on that Bound for Glory. I think that Bound for Glory, they made a lot of wrong decisions. Bad Influence should actually won us tag titles. And at the time, I thought instead they had Ruby. I said, what the fuck? What's his name?
Bromance, you can say.
Yeah, Bromance. I'm always saying Ruby Reyes and shit. But yeah, Bromance.
To add some insight into this, I talked to Kaz and Daniels about this at that lunch before the All-Star Extravaganza show, and they were just really dumbfounded by the decision. I guess TNA thought Bromans were better than Bad Influence, which I don't understand.
I don't know. It was when I saw last week's episode, it was funny when he mentioned Robbie was like, I got 2 knockouts. I'm gonna be with freaking Tessmacher and Amazing Race, and then I'm also dating Velvet Sky. So, I don't know. He was retarded.
Oh my God.
I think I should start doing that from now on. Oh, you know what? Skid, you need a soundbite with Demo Ions.
I think Skits would kill himself.
Skits again?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought I just got cut off again.
I did cut off, but fuck Blog Talk. It's and fuck T-Mobile too. But
yeah, you got an iPhone 6. We already have problems with it, I say.
Nah, that's T-Mobile. That's what it is. 'Cause if I was on Sprint, I would not be dropping. Or maybe I'm just in a fucking bad room. But yeah. This is hope TNA does well for their bit. Wanted to throw out real quick. I know you have some news on the Lucha Underground.
Yes, for some reason they changed the date of the debut show. Now it's gonna start in October the 29th now. So check that out. I've been to some of their tapings. I might go this weekend because I heard that it's gonna be a triple threat ladder match between Johnny Mundo, aka John Morrison, going against Prince Pumba, aka Ricochet, and Big Rick, aka Ezekiel Jackson. So I might check that out this weekend.
What?
But yeah.
Ezekiel Jackson ladder match? What did you do that at?
Yeah. But that's what John Morrison tweeted on his Twitter. That's what's going to happen.
Speaking of Ezekiel Jackson, cheap plug for him. He's taking bookings people, so if you want to book him, yeah.
Yeah. Just to say that Lucha Underground, I think I said in the past that I thought this was AAA in English, but actually it's just another promotion that AAA allowed to use their talent, to just wrestle in the United States. So this is not nothing with AAA. Made a mistake. I apologize for that. But just check it out in El Rey Network. You're going to see guys like Chavo Guerrero, Ibelis Valdez, Sexy Stars, which she is from the AAA program, Blue Demon Jr., legendary luchador wrestlers.
B-Boy.
Well, according to B-Boy, he told me his match he had was online only. I don't know if he's going to be involved like in a storyline there, but he's going to be probably wrestling more shows. But if anything, check out B-Boy. I don't know if you guys ever seen him as a heel, but check it out. He's basically a heel there, so yeah, check it out. And and you hopefully enjoy the show. Give it a shot and see what you say. Maybe with me, you can be talking about this promotion a lot down the road of skits, and hopefully you can check out a damn show because they're about to stop doing tapings pretty soon. So
yeah, I know October is a busy month for me, so I don't know if I'm gonna get the chance to go to one of their shows. But yeah, check out Lucha Underground, people, if you're in the SoCal area. Another thing I want to throw out real quick that we were talking about off air, Matt Taven joining the Kingdom with Adam Cole and Mike Bennett. I haven't heard your thoughts on it, Oscar.
We should have saw this coming in a way because the whole Matt Taven not signing Ring of Honor had to be lit to something, and so I guess this is what it is, enjoying the Kingdom. So I think even Matt even said something about that.
Matt?
Mr. Grant there?
I am. What was the question?
No, I think we mentioned this in the past remember how Matt Taven said that he's not resigning Ring of Honor, and we all thought...
Honestly, it was something that was coming, especially with the fact that there's no way Matt Hardy's coming back with the stuff he's doing with TNA right now. They did it perfectly.
Yeah.
And
then Matt Seidel's name came in.
Yep. Yeah, Matt Seidel's name came in to the talks too. I don't know. It could have been anybody, but it was a good choice putting it to Taven. Like I said with Skits yesterday, it's going to be probably Bennett and Taven, the tag team, and then Cole going singles.
Yeah. Let's hope Cole gets back in that title scene because he deserves it.
Although, for a cheap plug, I will throw it out there. We'll talk to Taven Friday at FWE. So, just throwing it out there.
Great, dude.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, another thing that we haven't talked about in the show yet, Michael Elgin.
he is now cleared to come back to the States. This is good. You know, we get to see him back in promotions like AAW, AIW, PWG, of course, Ring of Honor. Your thoughts on that, Oscar?
It's great, you know. Great for any of these promotions. You need Michael Elgin. I was not a big fan of him. Well, you can say his little world title run was a little disappointed, but yeah, but you still got to put a guy. You still have to have him on PWG and all these other promotions, AIW. It's really good to have him in these shows, but just be careful how you book them. If you're gonna put him in a world title, just be careful. That's all I gotta say.
It's gonna be interesting to see how Ring of Honor brings him back into the fold.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him coming back as a heel.
Yeah, he comes out trying to
How's
fuck
the
up
truth?
Huh?
How's the truth?
Ha!
That would be interesting. Either way, with the House of Truth or without the House of Truth.
But now
they can just
free Silesia. Now they should free Silesia now.
I'm with that.
I am also with that.
Hey, you can see her anytime. We can't.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Mr. Matt, I know you want to talk about where you're going this weekend. Talk to us.
All right, I'll throw out the details for my friends at FWE. This weekend, we are heading to Brooklyn, New York for the big FWE shows. If in case you didn't know, Night 1 is free on iPay-per-view. Night 1 consists of matches such as The Addiction versus The Young Bucks, Drew Galloway versus Carlito, Johnny Gargano versus Chuck Taylor, Adrenaline Express versus Tony Nese Jigsaw, Joey and Candice versus Tommy Dreamer and Evil East, and other matches as well. Night 1's going to be pretty stacked, and then Night 2 you have some pretty big matches as well. 4-way TLC match, Maria Kanellis against Evil East, Drew Galloway against Tommy Dreamer, Sanjay Dutt against Chris Sabin, Johnny Gargano against Colt Cabana, and a bunch of other matches as well. It's a really stacked card for FWE this weekend in Brooklyn.
Damn. Hey, Matt, you have an extra flight ticket?
We're driving there, man.
Damn you.
9 hours.
How about we come?
What?
I said, how about we just go to Canada or meet them halfway somewhere and just
come join the booth.
But my question to you is, do you even have a passport?
You know, that's why I said meet us halfway since they're going to New York.
Yeah, like Matt's gonna go to Chicago. But anyways.
Hey, we're going to next. Probably in
never
the next
know, Matt.
months.
I was going to say Matt want to go. Matt might want to take a little quick stop for some AAW.
That's right.
I actually told Matt the other day. I said you are the definition of a wrestling. There's a lot of wrestling heads out there, even people that are not even part of the show. So shout out to all the wrestling heads out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Proud to be one.
Yeah, definitely. So FWE, check that free pay-per-view out, and also check out the shows the whole weekend. Should be something good to watch.
I think it's $10 or $15, but it's definitely worth it with that card.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely going down.
Yeah,
pretty sure me and Oscar. What?
No, I'm gonna say, like, you know, too bad we didn't mention it last week, but you know, Ring of Honor is coming to California during WrestleMania weekend, which I can't wait, and they're gonna be in Nevada the same month. I mean, you know, it's gonna be fun in March. You know, we're gonna be driving around all over the freaking place, check out some Ring of Honor. You know, so can't wait. You know,
I can't wait. ROH, baby. My first ROH show.
Yeah, Las Vegas, baby. Let's do it. You
know what? All your money.
You know what, Matt? You know the trip, though, I was telling Skits this, that hotel they're having in Orleans, already no more rooms be booked that weekend.
Damn.
You know why, Matt? Because that's like the cheapest hotel you can get in Las Vegas. So
I can imagine.
Yeah, so it's like freaking, it's impossible to get a room there now. So I don't know, Skits, we got to find another hotel, either a Cavalier or something like that.
Hey, we played pretty hefty for our hotel for FWE. I'll say that.
How much you pay a night?
$150.
Oh yeah, $150. And are you staying in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm hearing New York's hotel is like crazy, really crazy out there. Yeah. So I think there's some hotels it's like $200 a night. That's kind of crazy, though.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid that, and we did our best to.
Yeah, our friend ROH Code, he gave us advice. If you're going to go to a show in New York, stay in New Jersey or something. Because, that's New York. They freaking have these crazy-ass hotel prices out there. So, Vegas, they're freaking it's like a little pricey. The Strip is kind of pricey, Caesar and all those places. It's really pricey. So, but we just wait and see when the tickets go on sale, and we just go there and me and Skits to find a hotel room, and we'll fucking have a good time in Vegas. And then the next couple of weeks, I know for sure I'll be at WrestleMania weekend. Get to see ROH again. I guess I'll check out some Evolve. Fuck it, I'm gonna be there. Might as well check more wrestling besides WWE, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And shout out to Sue Young. Maybe she's listening because she's retweeting our stuff. So hope I get to see her wrestle on WrestleMania weekend, or she could come to California more before then,
Or we can just see her be Premier Athlete brand.
Okay, Premier Athlete brand.
Some more things I want to throw out there, ladies and gentlemen. We will be at the AWS shows coming up here in SoCal. We'll be at PWG, so always follow us for the results and whatnot. Is there some more shows you're hitting up at?
There's a couple of shows that are running in my area this weekend. Give a shout out to Conflict Wrestling. We were supposed to go to their show, obviously, with the big FWE shows popping up. We're unable to attend, so give a shout out to them. Hopefully they have an awesome show there. And then we'll be back in Hamilton Sunday for Wrestling with ALS and Steel City Pros Shock Value. So very busy weekend for us. 4 shows in 3 days.
Good shit.
Yeah. Hold on, before we go off there, I just want to tell Matt, me and Skits finally get to meet the Monster Mafia. They're cool dudes. Great to meet them. We were talking about you or when they were over here. Great dudes, man.
Those are my dudes, man. I wouldn't expect any less.
Luckily, you get to see those guys often. We don't. It's like the only time we saw them wrestle in person. So hopefully they'll come down to California again. Down the road, maybe hopefully PWG, because they said they want to go to PWG.
Hey, not only do they want to go to PWG, but the Bucks are apparently pushing for it. So let's hope it happens.
We actually mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, we did mention that earlier. So I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, Mr. Super Dragon would make it happen.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I'm hearing Super Dragon will not appear in a while, so don't get your hopes too high. But anyways, Skits. Skits, got cut off again?
I think so.
Motherfucking Skits. Motherfucker.
He dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. Hurry up and we can end this damn show. I just want to say that for the meantime, let me put my plug for the meantime while Skitch is probably trying to get his ass back on the damn show.
Shut your pie hole. I'm just playing.
About fucking time, Skitch.
All right. Looks like we're close to ending the show here, so we might as well do what we got to do is throw these plugs out. WrestlingHits.com is the website to check out all the news. WWE, TNA, Indies, International. We got sweet bloggers. You know, we got our boy Chris, ROH Code. He does a lot of blogs on there. Kiana, she does results or whatnot. We also WA Ship. He did a blog today. Go check that out. It's in the blog section. Oscar, you know, he does his match of the week. I'm not sure what was the last one.
You know what? I'm probably gonna move my dates now doing this due to the fact that now I'm just being a big brother, helping out my sister with her marching band things on Saturdays, so I might move him to either Friday night or Sunday. So I'm working on it right now. I think I tweeted and mentioned about it over the weekend. So yeah, people bear with me now. I'm working on maybe possibly another date doing the you know, classic match of the week. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. So this Saturday might be busy for me now to do it. So
yeah, be sure to subscribe us on YouTube. That's youtube.com/WrestlingHeads. We got past shows with folks like Michael Elgin. We have a show up there with Candice LeRae and Peter Avalon. Monster Mafia's shows on there.
Yeah, and also this last week I just put Thrasher. I mean, if you didn't listen to our show back then when we had Thrasher on, you should listen to it because it's funny that when we had him on, it was the anniversary of Owen Hart's death, and he knew the guy, so he opened up, mentioned about Owen Hart, and it was amazing. So you guys gotta check that out, and he was a pretty cool dude. If you never heard that episode of Thrasher, I recommend to check that out. And if you want to laugh, check out PP Ray.
And Candice LeRae.
Yeah, Candice LeRae, that one too.
Oh.
It wasn't funny, but it was great to have her on that show.
How about the time when when Candice, when I first put her on, I was nervous because
we all were nervous.
Know,
remember that?
You,
we're all quiet and like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I know I had the biggest crush on for Miss Candice LeRae. Everybody knows that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to listen to us on Thursday.
But Johnny Gargano got to her before you did.
Oh wow, he actually said that.
And you bought his shirt. Maybe you should buy Johnny Red.
Wow, are you actually? Wow.
Don't cry, shit. Don't cry.
Wow. He really said that. Can you believe that? Wow.
You need Yo, Skits, you need a Booker T soundbite, man. Tell me he didn't just say that.
Exactly, right?
No, if anything, if Skit's gonna have a Booker T soundbite, it's gonna be the one with where he called Hulk Hogan.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Thursday, tune in. Ruby Reyes will be here live on WH Radio. We'll talk to her about some Santino's, AWS, and, you know, all the other SoCal promotions that she works with. So be sure to tune in to that. Also, October 7th, the big man Moose from Ring of Honor will be here on WH Radio. Be sure to tune in for that one. Follow me on Twitter at WHSkits. I follow back if I feel like it. Just don't let me have to send a fucking photo while saying, bruh.
God.
But yeah. Go ahead, Oscar. You go do what you got to do.
All right. You guys can follow me at Sinister632 on Twitter and Instagram, and I guess Vine. Funny, I'm on Vine that supposedly The Rock is following me. I'm not sure if it's him, but I'll keep you guys updated because if The Rock is following me, why? Maybe I'll have him on WH Radio one day. Fuck it. But anyways, yeah, like I said earlier, I'll keep you updated on my classic match of the week. But check out WrestlingHeads.com. Check out blogs from our bloggers there, and can't wait for W2K15 so I can create skits. I might even create Matt Grant. Fuck it, I might create him.
Make sure he has a Ring of Honor hat on.
Yeah, I do my best. Maybe if I type, you know what? Maybe somebody created Matt Grant. Just put WWP and there you go. He's right there already. And I don't have to create him. I'll just download him. And I'll have him and Skids go at it and see who wins and see what happens.
Hey Matt, real quick because we're like running out of time. You want to throw out your Twitter handles?
Yeah, absolutely, man. At Weekly W Podcast for Weekly Wrestling Podcast stuff. We threw out an interview with Eddie Kingston, like I said, Shane Hollister, whatever. And then mine is Matthew Grant, First Days of 4. Check us out this weekend, FWE in Brooklyn. It's gonna be a big one.
Definitely.
I got a huge idea before we end the show. You guys are gonna laugh your ass off. I got the perfect match. I'm gonna put in WD2K. I'm gonna put in skits. I'm gonna create skits versus. I'm gonna download this guy, Johnny Gargano. That's the match that's gonna happen in WD2K.
Right now.
It's gonna be a ladder match with Candice LeRae's wedding ring hanging above.
You guys are crazy.
Shoot,
Matt,
shoot.
Matt,
these guys are shooting the shit right now.
Matt, who's gonna win that match? Who do you think will win
Gargano,
that match?
Sorry.
Gargano?
Gargano.
All right, you say Gargano.
I guess there was a reason. I mean, before we leave, it had to be a reason why I wasn't the one cheering on the Gargano side at PWG shows. But anyways, like I said, Ruby Rays this Thursday, guys. Tune in. And we're out. Peace.
What time is it? WH Radio.